like, will you do this? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, can I get an autograph? And he was like, and I was like, all right, whatever.
All right, you're on.
All right.
Are we on?
You're on.
All right, here I am with one of, what's your name?
Brian,
Brian, what's up? I'm Amy.
how you doing?
So we were at Troy Tulowitzki's autograph session earlier at Dexter and Friends, and Tulo decided not to sign for any of us, anybody 18 or over. So Alana did get some stuff signed, but of course it was for Gary X and for none of us. So tell me about your day and about your experience with Tulo.
Today I thought it was going to be a good day to get a good picture signed, meet some friends down here, and get some photos signed and everything. An advertisement I saw on the net and heard on the radio is come to Jackson's Bar, this place here, and come down and the Dexter show, and come down. There's drink specials at 5 o'clock. They kept saying drink specials, so I come down to see Dexter's and Friends. We get there and get in line, and the lady gets all of her friends up first. An older guy in a pink shirt, he's about 58 years old. She lets him go up and get stuff signed for Tulo.
Okay.
Hats, balls, and everything else. And some of her other friends. Then she made sure her kids got up there, and she works for ESPN radio. She has the shirt with the tan pants on, and she works for them, but she made sure her kids got up there, got 2 balls, a bat, and several hats and several autographs for herself. And at the end, she made sure her kids got photos with Dexter and Tulo right next to the DJ booth. She made sure she was taken care of.
Okay.
But everybody else, she really had a bad attitude. What actually happened was I was sitting there, and I thought Tulo would sign after all the kids went. She was saying only kids 18 and under get stuff signed. So I waited, and all the kids came up, and there's other kids come in later. But make a long story short, Mario, he comes up beside me out of nowhere and says, hey, is he going to sign now? It is so funny because, Mario gets up there and starts talking, and, he steps up on the stage to make it even with her. And she got a little offensive about him standing up there. And all he was trying to do is talk to Tulo and the radio guy at the same time. Would you sign? Holding up his picture. So this went on for a few minutes, and the lady really got aggravated, and she was just kept saying to Mario that, oh no, 18 and under only, 18 and under only, for kids. That's all she kept saying, and being very rude and disrespectful. But at the time, then she got upset and looked at one of the bouncers guys to the right, and he never left the DJ booth. He just looked over and said, you heard her, buddy. She said he's only signing for kids, and never came over. Well, he kept talking and I was listening to him, but he never got really, he was just talking. So he went and got his phone to show him a picture of his car up sideways. And he held his phone up to show Tulo, and Tulo said, man, I don't know. And he showed the guy and said, I had a bad day. I was in a wreck. A car got destroyed. I just come down here. But the thing that, didn't make sense to me, then she got mad and waved her finger, and another guy, about 6'2", came over, and he got right up on the person, Mario, and he started holding his walkie-talkie on his belt, and he got real authoritative, and then he grabbed him like on the side and pushed him, literally pushed him, and said, fella, you need to leave. You heard what she said. You're being a nuisance. You need to leave. And he was getting really, very rude with him, and he wasn't getting loud. That's the only thing I understood, because he wasn't shouting, he wasn't screaming. He just said, you don't know what I've been through today. I want to get something signed, because we all figured that everybody, all the kids went, and maybe we get a chance. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta say, Dexter did sign.
Dexter's awesome. Period.
He signed for everybody, but Tulo, he just didn't want to sign nothing.
Do you have any words for Tulo?
Well, I wanted to make a point about the bar, though. Drink specials at 5 o'clock. This is an adult place, and it's only for adults to come for happy hour, to have 2 major hometown players from the Rockies to be there, and they advertise that for all us to come as supposedly the year of the fan. What does this say when a player and this ESPN Sports says only 18 and under? Where are you going to find kids hanging out in the bar? Why would you want to bring your kids to a drinking establishment. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's family bars. Irish have always had it. But I'm in downtown Denver, this area, it's a joke. The last thing I want to say is it's sad that he got, you know, what he did. He could have signed a few. He could have been more respectful and told the radio to announce that he's not signing but for only children. Then I wouldn't have wasted my time or my trip down here if he would have made that announcement on ESPN. Because if this is geared for kids, they shouldn't have it at Jackson's. That's what I got to say about that. They should not advertise it at all, and especially when they have that happy hour at 5 o'clock, half-price drinks.
Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hopefully you get Tulo sooner or later.
Well,
That's a wrap.
that's a wrap.